So today we will be learning about the teaching methodology. What are the methods in teaching? Okay. So in the last session, what we have discussed about asanas, the yogic practices. What are the yogic practices? Asanas, pranayama, bandhas and mudras, kriyas, meditation, and attitude training. Is there any doubt in these points?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So then I will move further. Now the next topic is teaching methods.
Ma'am, sorry for interruption, ma'am. In types of pranayamas that all
Uh,
covered in level one, no, ma'am. That
yes, yes,
that
yes. What are
also.
now? What all the pranayamas are there? No, all those pranayamas will come under pranayama practices. Okay. When we talk kriyas, all the shat kriyas. When we talk about asana, then asanas, all the asanas. But we just discussed about the classification of asanas. The different classifications are there. No, cultural asanas are there, meditative asanas are there, relaxative asanas are there. And again, when we talk about the types, there are different types: standing, sitting, prone, and supine. Okay. So you have already come across these topics in level 1. So in the level 2, we will just discuss about the methods. This is very important topic. So today in the today's session, we are just going to discuss about the methods. So before going to the methods, let us understand few topics regarding the teachings. So here, teaching is a part of the educational process. Do you agree or not? Yes, when we want to give
Yes, ma'am.
something, we want to share something, this is required. Teaching is required, and it is a process to give some information from us to the person who is sitting in front of you. It can be, say, giver and taker, or you can call it teacher and the students. So this is the process of educational system, and it involves some factors. What are those factors? I have made a point. You just make a note of it. The first one is teaching, learning, say third, teacher, student, subject of activity, and environment. These are the factors which involves in teaching. Okay. So in teaching, it is a process of methods. In the teaching, again, there are different kinds of methods that we will discuss in further topics. Now, learning, what is the learning? It is a process of adjustment through action. Whatever the actions are there during teaching, so through that, it is adjustment or the understanding process, we can say. Now, another point, that is the third point, what it is involving? Teacher. Without a teacher, can we give something or can we take something? No, no. So teacher
No,
is
ma'am.
required. So in teaching, that these are the factors which involves. Teacher is very important. Teacher is there. But if the student is not there, whom will you give? Whatever the content you are having, whatever the knowledge you are having, whom will you give? You need somebody, no? Yes, isn't it? So the
Yes, ma'am.
person who
Yes.
adjusts himself through the action is called student. So whatever we are giving, the way we are teaching, the student will adjust accordingly, isn't it? So there are
Yes.
different. So for example, take there is a college and the first year class is there. There are different subjects. If you take different streams, so there is different arts, science, like that. There will be different streams. So, for example, arts. In the arts, economics will be there, political science will be there, and different subjects, Kannada, Hindi, like that. Different subjects will be there. Will there be a same teacher for all the subjects? No.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
No,
Correct.
ma'am.
So there will be different
Yes, ma'am.
teachers. So the different teacher has his own style of teaching. Accordingly, the student will adjust. You know that some teacher will be very aggressive. So that teacher may explain it in a different way. Another teacher will be very silent, and his teaching method will be simply like reading the news. In national TV's news reading will be there. No, there is no much
Yes.
action. isn't it? Simple, reading the news. That kind of teaching style also will be there. So what I am trying to tell you, student will adjust according to the situation or according to the scenario. In the sense,
Yes.
according to the teacher. So that is the student. Correct? Now, another topic is subject of activity. What is the subject of activity? That is the content which you are giving. For example, you are a yoga teacher. What you will give? Today's class, every day we'll be having classes for 1 hour, 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes, isn't it? So you will
Yes.
decide what is the content that you are going to give. That is subject of activity. Suppose you will just think that I will be teaching today pranayama and meditation. Only these things I will be teaching. So that is the activity, content of activity or subject of activity. Get it? Yes? Is there
Yes,
doubt?
ma'am.
No?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So environment. Last point is environment. So class or situation in which the whole process is conducted. It can be online class, it can be offline class, isn't it? But that is the environment where you will be giving your content, where you will be sharing your knowledge to the student. That is environment. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let me move further. Now the terminology. So here we are talking about the terminologies of teachings. So education is a process of growth. Hmm?
Hmm.
For example, I don't know anything about yoga. Initially, I don't know anything, but when I start learning about the yoga, then slowly and gradually I will start accumulating the information and that I will be converted into the knowledge. So this is a growth which is happening. Comparing to first class and the 8th class, there will be a lot of difference. So whatever the difference is there, that is the growth. Getting it? Is this clear?
Hmm.
Huh.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is the education is a process of growth and development and addition or adding something new to your experience. Now let me ask you one question. How many months back, let me just say how many months back, or maybe 1 year it might have been, 1 year
Hmm.
over that you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
started
Ah,
with
yes, ma'am.
yoga classes. So comparing
Hmm.
before attending the yoga class and now what you are, is there any difference between that
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Lot
time?
of difference.
Yes, lot
Yes,
of
yes.
difference, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So lot of
Hmm.
difference. That is that difference or whatever you have got is called experience. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever you will get, whatever you learn, that will be converted into growth and you will develop accordingly, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and that adds experience to your knowledge. Correct? So now let
Yes,
us understand there are two phases involved in the educational process. What are those two phrases? That is second one, teaching and learning. There are the two things. Only these two things are there. No, is there anything else? When we learn, no,
ma'am.
teaching
Hmm.
methodology. One is learning, another one is teaching. So now let us understand what is teaching. Teaching consists of organization or it is a conduct of learning the experience in the new situation. Getting my point? Which is
Yes, ma'am.
created by the teacher. Let us take a practical example. You take a class 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now you are a teacher. Is
Yes,
this
ma'am.
clear? You are a
Hmm.
teacher. So what you are doing, you are organizing something. What is that? You are organizing the class and you are giving
Yes, ma'am.
some content to your students, whoever is coming to you. Now, after few days, you will ask them that how do you feel or is there any change? You will ask some questions according to you. Whatever the information they give on the basis of their experience, that is the learning.
Yes, ma'am.
Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
So, the teaching is, the teaching consists learning. Clear? Teaching is there, then learning definitely it will be there. Now the second thing is learning. So you need to understand these two things are interconnected. Learning is not possible without teacher, and teaching is not possible without the learner. Clear? Yes. So learning,
Yes, ma'am.
as I told you, it is an adjustment according to the teacher that student will implement his life when he learns something. That is learning. So learning is an adjustment of the whole organism by the student to new situation created by you. Who are you? You are a teacher. So I just directly told you. So created the situation which is created by the teacher. Get it?
Yes, ma'am.
So teacher is a person who stimulates learning in the student by organizing and guiding certain experiences of the individual under your leadership. I'm not saying teacher's leadership. You are only the teacher. So under your leadership. So you are very essential. You are very essential in the life of a student. Getting my point? If you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
not there, then nothing will happen. ಗುರು ಗುರಿ ಇದೆ, ಗುರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ? ಗುರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗುರಿ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮುಂದೆ ಗುರು ಇರ್ಬೇಕು,
Yes,
ಹಿಂದೆ
ma'am.
ಗುರು ಇರಬೇಕು, ಮುಂದೆ ಗುರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗುರಿನ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಬಿಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಟೀಚರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ವಿದೌಟ್ ಅ ಟೀಚರ್, ತಾಯಿಯೇ ಮೊದಲ ಗುರು. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಸ್ವತಃ ಗುರು ಅಂತ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗುರುವಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. ಹೌ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ದ ಗುರು ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರು ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆಯನ್ನ ಆಚರಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಗುರುವಿಗೆ
Yes, ma'am.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಗುರು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಏನೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಗುರು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಜೀವನ ಸರ್ವೈವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಗುರು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಮದರ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ friend or a direct teacher. It can be anybody. But without the guru, nothing is possible. Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this
Yes,
clear?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಹಾಡಿದೆ. ಗುರುವಿನ ಗುಲಾಮನಾಗು ತನಕ ಮುಕುತಿ ದೊರೆಯದನ್ನ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ will not get
Yes, ma'am.
wisdom. You will not get freedom. Freedom from all the bondings. Wisdom, that is the complete knowledge. So without guru, nothing is impossible. So how important the guru is, and that guru should know some techniques. Getting my point? So
Yes, ma'am.
here, let me tell you very important thing. Methods are techniques or the procedures used by the teacher, that is you, through which an interaction between the teacher and the student takes place. That is the method we are saying. You know the method. Without your knowledge, you are implementing. But anyways, you have completed 11, you know that. But those who teach something without their knowledge, the methods of teaching without their knowledge, they implement some methods. So now we are trying to understand in a systematic way what are the methods of teaching, that is teaching methodology. Now the next thing what I want to tell you is the scope of teaching or the learning. See here, both the words are interconnected with each other. You cannot say only teaching, you can say only learning. You have to take these two words together. Getting my point? So the
Yes, ma'am.
point is the scope of teaching and learning. The purpose of teaching is to induce changes in the student, isn't it? So if somebody is coming to you, a diabetic person is coming to your yoga classes, why he or she is coming? She needs some changes in her or his life, no? Isn't it? That
Yes,
person
ma'am.
needs some changes. So what is the teaching? Teaching is to induce changes. Changes word itself is very big. So changes in student's life or changes in anybody's life who is coming to you to take something. Clear?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so there can be no teaching unless learning takes place. Can you teach? If the diabetic person or anybody, the obesity person or the gastric issue person, if anybody is not coming to you, can you teach something? Yes?
No,
No?
ma'am.
Ah. If you want to learn something, somebody is not there to teach you. Will that learning takes place or the teaching takes place without each other? No, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
these two things are interconnected with each other. Without that, that will not take place. Please understand it. Is there any doubt?